AI Victim Impact Statement. The Christopher Pelkey Case. This is a story about loss, forgiveness, and the unsettling arrival of artificial intelligence in our justice system. For the first time in a U.S. court, an AI-generated victim impact statement was presented. It's a moment that forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about technology, grief, and the very nature of justice. Christopher Pelkey, a victim of a senseless road rage shooting in 2021, spoke from beyond the grave. His words, synthesized by AI, echoed through the courtroom during the sentencing of his killer, Gabriel Horcasitas. This is more than just a technological novelty. It's a potential Pandora's box. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Imagine sitting in a courtroom, the air thick with grief and anticipation. Then the victim appears on screen, not in a photograph, but as a digital recreation. Pelkey's AI avatar expressed a profound sense of regret over the circumstances that led to his death. The AI Chris even suggested that under different circumstances, he and Horcasitas might have been friends. He spoke of forgiveness, a concept central to his faith, extending it even to the man who took his life. It's a sentiment that challenges our understanding of justice and retribution. The AI statement wasn't just words, it was an experience. Real video clips and photos of Pelkey were woven into the presentation, showcasing his personality, his humor, the essence of who he was. It was a digital resurrection, designed to evoke empathy and understanding. One particularly poignant moment featured a photo of Pelkey with an old age filter applied. The AI Chris advised the court, and perhaps all of us, to embrace aging, to cherish each moment. It was a stark reminder of the future stolen from him and the future we all face. The driving force behind this groundbreaking use of AI was Pelkey's sister, Stacey Wales. She struggled to articulate her grief in a traditional victim impact statement. The words simply wouldn't come, but when she imagined what her brother would say, the words flowed. She believed that an AI representation could accurately capture his spirit, his unwavering faith, his capacity for forgiveness. It was a way to give him a voice he no longer had. For the family, the AI statement provided a sense of emotional closure. It was a chance to say goodbye, to hear his voice one last time, to see his face on the screen. The experience, though unconventional, proved to be profoundly healing. Pelkey's brother, John, described experiencing waves of healing as he watched the AI representation of his brother. It was a moment of connection, a fleeting glimpse of a loved one lost. But was it real healing, or a technologically induced illusion? Gabriel Horcasitas was ultimately convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 10.5 years in prison. Judge Todd Lang acknowledged the impact of the AI-generated video on his decision. He noted that it reflected Pelkey's character and the family's remarkable capacity for forgiveness. The judge stated that the forgiveness expressed in the video felt genuine. This raises a critical question. Can a judge truly discern the genuineness of emotion expressed by an AI? Is it possible to separate the message from the medium? Arizona law permits digital victim impact statements, but the use of AI is unprecedented. Typically, AI in courts is relegated to administrative tasks, legal research, and case preparation. This case marks a radical departure, a new frontier in how information is shared with the court. Horcasitas' lawyer has filed an appeal, challenging the judge's reliance on the AI video. The appeal raises serious concerns about the potential for deepfake evidence to influence judicial decisions. This is uncharted legal territory. Gary Marchant, a legal expert, warns of the potential for AI to unduly influence judges and juries. The concern is that people will attempt to introduce AI-generated evidence into courtrooms, blurring the lines between reality and fabrication. The implications are terrifying. The use of AI in this context raises fundamental questions about due process and the right to confront one's accuser. Can an AI be cross-examined? Can its biases be exposed? These are questions the legal system is ill-equipped to answer. Despite the legal concerns, there are arguments in favor of the AI statement's validity. Judge Lang noted that the sentiments expressed in the video resonated with the content of nearly 50 letters submitted by Pelkey's family and friends. These letters echoed the video's message of forgiveness and remembrance. The argument is that the AI video worked because it accurately portrayed the kind of person Chris was. It captured his essence, his values, his unwavering faith. It was a digital echo of the man he was in life. Proponents argue that the AI video was a true representation of the spirit and soul of how Chris would have thought about his own sentencing. It was a way to give voice to his perspective, even in death. But can we truly know what someone would have thought or felt? The shooting occurred on November 13, 2021, a seemingly ordinary day that ended in tragedy. Both drivers, Pelkey and Horcasitas, stopped at a red light in Chandler, Arizona. A minor traffic dispute escalated into a fatal confrontation. Horcasitas repeatedly honked at Pelkey, an act that triggered a chain of events with devastating consequences. Pelkey exited his truck and approached Horcasitas' car. In a moment of rage and fear, Horcasitas fired 2 shots, killing Pelkey with a single bullet. The crime itself was senseless, a tragic example of how easily anger can escalate into violence. But the aftermath, the use of AI to deliver a victim impact statement, has elevated this case to a new level of complexity and controversy. Christopher Pelkey was 37 years old at the time of his death. He was a veteran of the United States Army, a man who served his country with honor. He was also a devoutly religious man, actively involved in church missions and community service. He was survived by his family, his friends, and his beloved cat Sausage. His obituary noted the countless people affected by his life, a testament to the positive impact he had on those around him. He was more than just a victim. He was a son, a brother, a friend, a soldier, a man of faith. Pelkey's life was cut short by a senseless act of violence, but his story, amplified by artificial intelligence, continues to resonate. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about technology, grief, and the evolving nature of justice. Was this a step forward or a dangerous leap into the unknown? The answer, it seems, is far from clear.